What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I have a little RPO lesson for you guys. I'm gonna tell you about RPOs, what they mean, what RPO stands for, and how to perfectly execute them. Now I'm in the Panthers playbook, and I don't know why, but in the Panthers playbook, it seems like the majority of their RPOs are all in one formation, and it's this doubles offset weak right here. And these are the RPOs that I like to run. These are the ones I think are most effective because I'm more of a shotgun guy myself. You have the ones in this playbook are called RPO peaks, I think, and they're like shotgun power plays with the option to throw bubbles and slants and stuff. And this is a really good formation in general for a West Coast, if you're a West Coast player. And my favorite RPO is probably the Panther Alert Z option. As you can see, it has 15 calls. It's the one I've called the most. I've played a couple head-to-head games, but we're going to come out in this play, and what's really key is if you go to your substitutions with R1, you see I have Jarius Wright subbed in there. Chris Hogan is normally the starter for this position, for the slot receiver for the Panthers on their starting depth chart this year. But you don't want someone like Chris Hogan. You want somebody like Torrey Smith or Jarius Wright, someone that's a little bit faster and a little more elusive. So yeah, we're going to come out Panther Alert Z option. I'm going to show you how to hand off and how to pull out and throw, all that good stuff. And then we're just going to come out in cover 3, and we're going to flip it in baseline, because this is how you're going to see it in online, because on online the safety is normally on this side. So alright, we're going to click on the D tackle, and the reason I chose the Rams is because of Aaron Donald right here. He is probably the most dominant player in regs right now, because he's a 99 overall along with Khalil Mack. So I'm going to show you how RPOs can neutralize these guys, because you don't want to, when you're playing teams like this on regs, or if you're a mutt, you don't want to be sitting back in the pocket for like 4 or 5 seconds. So the thing with RPOs and what they stand for, RPOs mean run pass option, if you didn't know that already. And these plays basically mean it's basically a run play and a pass play all in one. Now this particular RPO, I think it's better for passing. It's more deadly when you pass with it, because if you keep it on the option, you just hold R1. The handoff is very long, and you can see we got about 10 or 11 yards right there. That's like one of the few times. But baseline, flip the play again. So as you can see, we are in purples, right? And just a word of advice on defense: cloud flats are not the move this year. They play in no man's land. So you either want to run purples or hard flats if you're a zone person. Just a defensive tip, because last year in 18 and 19, cloud flats were the move. I wish they were still the move, because they were my favorite zone in the game, because they just seem to play everything. Like, you can't sit in Tampa 2 all game anymore when you're going up against a heavy passer. I wish you could do that, but you can't. So right here, they're not playing underneath. So, and Clay Matthews is not the best person in pass coverage. So we really have something in our favor here. Now, you need to be able to predetermine where you go with the football before you snap the ball. So Jarius Wright is, based on my pre-snap reads, there's nobody on Jarius Wright, and there doesn't seem to be anybody within that vicinity of DJ Moore's slant either. So the way zones are this year, I think they dumbed them down so that these RPOs could be effective. That's just my thought process behind it, behind why EA nerfed the zones, and so that these RPOs could actually work. So we're going to throw the bubble screen first. The minute you see it open, you just want to pull it out and throw, right? And then you want to juke, and it helps to have good ball carrier stick on this. So baseline again, and we're going to have the slant open. You just do the same thing. You pull it out immediately and throw it, and then you can juke and spin or whatever, go down. We're going to do those two things again. I'm going to throw the bubble. Just pull it out and throw it. And see, we actually got tackled right there. Usually the slant is the most viable option on this particular play. This particular RPO. So you want to wait till he... Dang, I did it. So that's what you don't want to do. That's what you don't want to do. Alright, you want to wait. You see the little window that I'm waiting for, though? You see the little window I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for him to pass, to get behind Clay Matthews. That's what I'm waiting on. And say he shades underneath, right? So like, alright, I'm going to shade underneath to stop that bubble. Well, you still have the slant right here, right? And that was a kind of an awkward throw there. But he shot, since he's playing underneath, he immediately shot after that bubble route. So we had the slant open. And it's a split-second decision. Like, you can't hold on to the ball for too long when you're running RPOs. And my phone just went off. Yeah, you can't. It's because the offensive line is run blocking the whole time, so you don't want to hold on to the ball too long when you're doing this. Actually, you don't need to hold the ball that long at all. The ball needs to be out just as quick as I was releasing it right there. So, see, we kind of threw a bad pass there. It's going to happen every once in a while. You need to make sure you have an accurate quarterback. Cam's pretty accurate for the most part. That was like the one rare occurrence. But like, say you're worried about his user, right? You just have to pick and choose. Whatever he goes to, you throw the opposite. So, and like the thing that I like so much about RPOs is that, like, say for instance, you've been running RPOs on him all game, so he's gonna pinch his line. He's gonna pinch his linebackers and his defensive line and load the box so that you can't run. And say like you've been running different variations of RPOs and not just this one RPO. You definitely don't want to spam this, because just like anything else, your opponent will pick up on it. So, and like, say he shades underneath, right? So he's got the bubble taken care of, and he's got the run taken care of because he's got you boxed there. You can still hit this slant route, because honestly, he doesn't know what you're going to do. The ball's coming out so fast that it's so hard for him, so hard for a linebacker or a user, unless the user's a safety or something like that. It's hard for him to get over there as fast as you're getting the ball out. So I'm not going to man him up, because that'll just defeat the whole purpose. But the RPO happens so quick that he doesn't even have time to react. Like, his user couldn't even, he can't even get out there. He could try, but you could probably still complete the pass, because they nerfed linebackers this year. So, and another route I want to talk about is this route by Samuel. You see, he's running a curl. He's running an option route. So if the defense is backed off of him, he'll run a curl, I think. And if they're pressed, or I think if they're running man, he'll run a go route. And if it's zone, he'll run a curl route. I think that's what the principle is. So yeah, I would be careful with that route. I only look over there if they're like baseline pressed, and like say they do something like this and they press, and Talib is going to shut him down. So like, but say, because like I was playing somebody yesterday, and they had him like this. They had that corner like that, and that means Samuel gets a free release. So let's see if it happens right here. I doubt it will. But see, if you notice, this is stuff that you have to notice. And when he ran a stop route right there. I didn't think he would, but let's try cover 3 press. And like, say his guys like moved in. Say he's like this. Like, in the rare case that he is. So whenever they press deep thirds, I don't know why he's not doing that. In game, it was different. Like, I'm gonna put out a gameplay. I threw a touchdown against the Bears. When he was doing that, he ran a I don't know what the principle is right there. But on another play, we're going to go over the RPO bubble. And if you don't want to start out running that kind of RPO that has that many reads on it at once for you to make in a split second, you can run something like RPO orbit bubble. This is very good. It's very good when it comes to blocking. Let's see, we're going to flip the play baseline. And you see, it don't matter what defense he's in, you're going to get good blocking on this. And because these two receivers are going to block for you. And it's just like you execute the last RPO. You want to pull it out as soon as he snaps the ball. And if he's playing hard flats, that'd be the only time where I would. If he's like pressed and playing hard flats, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't run this. But it's the only time when I wouldn't run this. But you press hike, he motions over, and then you just pull it out and throw. And Samuel and DJ are very elusive, so if you get someone like a Tyreek Hill, this is almost like a house call. So, and you can flip this play too, and you can run it to the other side. And it's an RPO, so you have the option to run it if the box is not loaded. So the box is loaded here, so I'm gonna pull it out and throw it. And the way they fix real player motion, so you can just, even when you're mashing turbo, you can just bob and weave through everybody. So this play is actually very glitchy. When I use the Panthers in head-to-head, I run this play. I pull this out every once in a while, and if you just bob and weave through your blockers, it's almost like a house call every time. So that's the video RPO tutorial. I think I just went over alerts and bubbles. I think peaks and reads, I think, is what it is, right? So I don't really mess with the stretch the RPOs with halfback stretch in it. I don't really like those. I've had people run those against me, but they're just not really my cup of tea. I'm more of a shotgun kind of person. But if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like. And I got gameplay. I got gameplay coming with the Panthers on online regs, and I should have some gameplay coming to you on MUT too. I stacked my MUT team up really nice for you guys. So have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.